Welcome to the Den of Tools.
Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the Den of Tools. And today we are here to talk about, the old Snap-on, because there's been some recent news with them, and they're pulling a fast Eddie here on us. So Snap-on's is a grand old brand. They've been around for, I think, about 100 years at this point. And recently, their CEO was speaking at their quarterly earnings report. Now, they're a publicly held company, so they got to do this every so often, right? And you can go over to Motley Fool, and you can get the transcripts from this earnings report. But I want to call out some key parts, because this is the part that no one seems to want to talk about, and I think is the biggest news that we've seen there from Snap-on. And that is basically, they don't care about internet. And bear with me, if you will. So the CEO, Pinchuk or Pinhead, whatever. So CEO Pinhead says that this is in the latest earnings report, that he was asked about Snap-on's kind of their lackadaisical attitude towards their online presence. And he said, we could go online, but he said the customers could go online, but they don't necessarily avail themselves to that. Basically going on to say that their customers don't really care about it. He's like, for them, it's more about the face-to-face presence of the franchises. And he said, well, and the real reason for that is because the tools are getting more complicated, and the franchisees provide guidance on how to use these tools, along with credit. Now, if you've been following the channel here, you know I was talking about the fact that part of this earnings report is that Snap-on's credit usage is down, which is a big deal because Snap-on is almost more of a credit company anymore than they are a tool company. Now, here's what gets really weird. He goes on to say that had they seen that there was a push that they were losing money to online sales, that they would have already gone there, and that they're keeping an eye on it. He sees online more as a way to enhance the efficiency of the franchises. He cites as a reason why they're not worried about online is he says that hand tools are very robust, and the most profitable part this year. They've been more robust than they have been over the past couple of years. So in one hand, he says that the reason they don't need to go online is because they're selling all these hand tools. But on the other paw, they're saying, we need to have franchisees there on site because the tools are getting more complicated. The hand tools? The hand tools are more complicated. When did ratchets get so difficult to use? That wrench, don't touch that wrench there, Sonny, without a 5-step training cycle. I don't get this. How can he say on one hand, well, you need us there because you don't know how to use these? I mean, does he think that the end users, does he think mechanics are just that dumb? They don't know how to use a hand tool? I wonder if they've heard this earnings report. Now, here's the thing. Snap-on does have an online presence, and I'm not trying to say that they don't. And you can buy tools on Snap-on's website. But when you go to the website, this is what you see. It's a landing page for the company. You got to go over to the catalog and drill down 3 to 5 pages to find what you're looking for. Let's take a look at this. This is the cornerstone of any mechanics, bench or tool chest here. And it's the 1/2-inch drive, basic low-profile ratchet. And the list price is $175. Now, here's the thing. This is what's keeping Snap-on. I think the real reason is why they're not pushing online, because no one pays that price off the truck. Now, if you're not a regular buyer and you just walk up to the truck or some guy and say, hey, I want to buy one, he's going to try and sell it to you for that price, because they're still running that old used car kind of model of, okay, well, the list price is $5,000, but we got a special today for $4,000. But I'll tell you what, kid, because I like you, we're gonna make it $39.99. All right, because it's you. All right, and they do this thing because they put out these stupidly high prices that no one pays, and then they throw a discount on it, making you think you're getting it cheaper. Now, still, even the discounted price, which is on average is 20 to 30%, is far more than, honestly, I think it's worth. I mean, Sure, 50, 60 years ago when this kind of, metallurgy and manufacturing was difficult, but with the aid of computers and the distribution across the world of basically American steel plants, they bought them whole hog out of Pittsburgh, brick and all, took them overseas, and now everyone has them. Hold on, I think Snap-on's looking for the bear. Quick, everyone stay quiet. They get real touchy when I talk about their tools. They don't like me. All right, but the fact of the matter is computerized manufacturing and metallurgy have caught up. And there's only so much science you can pack into a steel bar with a ratchet on the end. So a few years ago, this company called Gear Wrench kind of broke out, and they created what I'm calling the tool truck alternatives, the TTAs. And here you've got, remember that was a $172 ratchet. Even with a discount, you're looking at, mid hundreds. Here you got a Gear Wrench, 1/2-inch stride, 90 tooth, full polish, beautiful, beautiful tool here. $50. $50. Don't like that? Well, the new hotness this past year has been Tecton. They've been just wowing people left and right. All sorts of tests, I've been seeing Tecton either match or exceed Snap-on's tools in performance and durability. And you can buy their 1/2-inch low-profile ratchet for $32. Now, here's the difference. With Snap-on, if the dealer's still showing up, like you're still, buying stuff consistently, because once you stop buying stuff from him, he stops stopping by. But if he is, you got to hope he's got it on the truck, and you could be waiting 1 to 7 days for him to come back around. If you're in a more rural area, it could be 2 to 3 weeks. Or you have to call and talk to somebody on the phone and deal with corporate and all that stuff. With Tecton, you take a picture, you fill out a form, and in 2 to 3 days on average, you got a new tool in your paws. And they've kind of set the mold. The new big one this year is industry juggernaut. Ingersoll Rand decided they want a piece of this pie. They come in out of nowhere. They're 72 tooth ratchet, $22.99, and they're doing the same warranty process that Tecton's doing. Now let's say, but Bear, I don't want to order online, or maybe I do, but maybe I also want, someone to talk to. Well, let's talk brick and mortar. Harbor Freight's Icon, $39.99. By the way, there's a 20% off coupon on these right now. And as we all know, Harbor Freight's kind of taken over that Sears model of you got a problem, you bring it in, you slap it on the counter, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, you're out the door, and you got a new tool. Very, very few, if any, questions asked. Right up there, and probably easier in my experience has been Napa. I cut one of these in half with a bandsaw, went back in, put it on the counter, guy smiled at me, handed me a new one. I was out in under 2 minutes. Their slimline ratchet from their new Carlisle brand, $27. This is an established company. This is professionals all around the U.S. and maybe the world use this. Then we got upstarts like Capri, and even Milwaukee's jumping in on this. And it's a beautiful looking ratchet. I don't like the way it feels, but some people do, and they're just tearing into it. Now, the question you have to ask is, what kind of company, what kind of CEO says, we don't care about online sales. We got it good right where we're at. Where's that going to end up, I wonder? Anyway, that's all the tool news that Bear has for you today. I hope you're having a great weekend. I realize this is outside our regular schedule. I just wanted to sneak it in. Hey, be sure to check out my podcast, Geek Health for Weight Loss. Did weigh in today, down 39 pounds, and I'm actually a day early, supposed to weigh in tomorrow. It's going to be 40 pounds. That's 8 pounds a week. We're just killing it. So if you're thinking about weight loss and getting healthy, go check out Geek Health. Also, if you're into techie kind of stuff, we got Den of Gadgets. We're talking about Amazon's new fleet of Tesla-like trucks from Rivian. They're going without the gas. They're going to be zooming around town all quiet and stealth-like, sneaking up on you with those packages. Anyway, and don't forget to check us out tomorrow night for Tool Talk Live with Jeff and the Missus and the Labradog and, all the gang, Joe and the dancing moderators over there. Hey, by the way, I was on Joe Smith's, Joe was at Late Night with Joe Smith, his podcast, or his talk show, if you will. He asked me all sorts of questions about my background, personal life, all sorts of dark, intimate kind of things. Go check that out. There's a link in the community section to that. Anyway, that's all the Tool Bear has for you today. I hope you decide to chomp the old like button right there. I get it. The algorithm says you have to do it. It's not my choice. You got to kill it. Kill it now. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. You all take care. Have a great weekend. God bless. And as always, come on, say it with me. Shine on.